You are back with episode 7 with the tea with Jamie Lee. This girl needs no introduction. She is Cape Town's princess. She's a singer, songwriter, philanthropist, TikTok girly. I mean, she serves content. She is the one and only Miss Paxton.
Hi. I'm so happy.
She already comes with a high note.
I'm so happy to be here. Oh, Jamie.
It is so good to see you.
It is amazing to see you.
I couldn't even believe when you walked in. I was like, you are so big. I feel like I've watched you, well, we have watched you grow up in this space. And so it's good to see you in your big girl era. That's where I feel like you're at. Is that where you feel you're at right now?
I definitely feel a shift. So when you said big girl era, that was like a low-key compliment. I was low-key feeling myself. Because I really feel like I'm just in a completely different space. And excited for this year.
I'm excited for you because whenever I see you, I see that shift. I see that change, just how much you've evolved. Because I was thinking about it. 16 years old is when you started, and this year you're going to be 23, 24?
24.
24!
Yeah,
so
I go with the years.
That is almost 8 years in the industry, and I'm sure you've learned so much along the way since your journey started in Idols, because that's where a lot of people first got introduced to you. Take us through it. Take us through this 8 years. It's a lot to summarize in,
It's been a journey, yeah.
It has been a journey. And
It has. So my journey actually started before the show.
Okay.
So I went to an art school and we did like music, design, dance, drama. I did music, obviously. That was my first choice. That's why I went there. So we actually had, I think our music teacher was not there for a period. And we were like, oh, let's just all sit outside. All the music kids sitting outside, we're jamming. And they're like, oh, Paxton, why don't you, come sing? And I was very shy. I was like, no.
Not going to do it.
No, thank you. But then I eventually ended up singing, and someone filmed a video and posted it, and it went viral.
I remember
Do you remember?
I remember this. It was in you were wearing
school clothes,
school uniform.
Yeah, in my blue check dress, and someone posted it, went viral. I actually did my first radio interview before Idols, and then that's kind of what propelled me into like doing music and taking it further. That was the confirmation that I needed, because even though I was doing music at school, I was in two minds about it. I didn't really have someone that I could look to for advice on that, and I wasn't someone that was going to reach out. I was just going to try and figure it out on my own, but that was the confirmation that I needed, that this is the industry that I need to be in. I was just trying to find my space in it, because there's so many different ways to branch out into music. So what
was the backup plan? Because like you're mentioning now, it was always music. Everything that happened in your life almost pushed you to go into music. But if not music, what else do you think you'd be doing? I mean, you still are so young, and there's still so many things I'm sure that you want to achieve. But if not music, what else would you be doing right now?
You won't believe me.
What, tell me?
What? Radio.
Girl, come!
Really?
There's space for you.
I wanted to do radio.
Wanted to or still want to?
Well, I'm open to it. But the main reason why I wanted to do it was because no one sees you. They just hear you.
Girl, now people see you.
But now people see you.
Now people see you.
It's very different now. But back then, I was like, that's perfect, because I have stage fright and I'm scared of people. So, and that's why I posted covers on my social media, because I was like, okay, there's a window there. I have, people have access to me. I have access to a platform. Why not use it? And just post singing. So people know, but I'm not singing directly to them. I'm just singing into my phone, So, yeah, that's why I wanted to do radio, because it was quite similar. And I was like, I don't need to speak to nobody.
Listen, I can speak to some people. I can speak to some people. There's always a space for you. And I think radio is so progressive. You can still do that. That's why I love the radio as well, because I was like, I can just come up and I can come in my pajamas. It's changed now a lot, but I definitely see you in the radio space. I can see you. Yes, I think people will love you. It's crazy that you mentioned that you are like stage fright. You still get stage fright. I saw you in December for the Unity concert, and you still got nervous and you still had a bit of like, do you think that will ever go away?
No, 100%. I think the stage fright has gotten better, because I think the competition kind of forced me to like push myself and put myself in an uncomfortable position, which is actually where the growth happened. We obviously can't grow in comfortability. So that's kind of where like it started. I started, getting the hang of things. I noticed. And it's something that I'm still learning. Like, I'm still, because everybody has their own process before they go on stage. But I find that if I put myself into a Zen mental space, I'm fine. Like, I can go on, I'll still be shaking a little bit, but I can do my thing. So it's just kind of finding that balance and finding, what works for me. And yeah, I'm still finding it. I still get scared.
And you still get nervous.
I do, but I love performing. I love performing. Not more than I love being in studio, but I do love being able to share my gifts with others and seeing their reaction and seeing how they connect with me. Because music is highly spiritual. So being able to interact with people, I find that that's kind of my way in which I operate in my gift. And
that's beautiful. That's understanding your purpose and knowing why you're doing this. As much as it is for you, it's also for other people to receive that. And music is that gift that keeps on giving. People are just, so captivated by your voice. And every time I see you perform, I remember that. I remember just how nervous you always are. And then you open your mouth and I'm like, what? Surely not.
No.
Something you also mentioned was, the mental side to it, and you've been very open and vocal about sometimes just having to detach. And I know during COVID it was a very difficult time for you, dealing with a lot mentally as well, and then detaching and saying, you know what, I need to reset, I need to figure out Paxton. I took that time during COVID to really figure out myself. Why do you think that is so important, especially as a young girl, especially in this industry, because it is a lot to consume? And you and I were speaking about it as well. You were 16 years old. For a lot of people, that is not for a lot of people, that is young to step into an industry where you are under so much scrutiny, you're in the public eye. As much as that was your dream, being so young, it could have made or break you, because coming in, not having a mentor, not having
no knowledge on
guidance, knowledge, what is a rate card, what is an appeal, all of these things you had to learn at such a young age. So it comes with an advantage, but I'm sure there was disadvantages as well. So share that, unpack that with us, some of the things you had to struggle with and why it was so important for you to take that mental break.
I think, so going into it, I was blessed with a very, very good team, a team that really supports me. My management and my label at the time were the people that I could lean on to, and they kind of guided me. They're still guiding me. I feel like I'm still finding my feet, and there's still so much to unpack and unlock when it comes to understanding the industry that I'm in. But just to find my way, I just tried to absorb as much wisdom as I could. So everything they would tell me, I would just absorb, and I would use it then, whenever I can, to kind of just keep it going, be consistent, and also keep that strength when it comes to my brand. Because it's so difficult especially like with things like the pandemic, no one expected it. And a lot of artists were struggling to maintain their brand and maintain consistent, because there's so many other things that we now have to think about. And at that point, our livelihood, it was not living. It was not
giving
alive.
at all. No, we were not living at all, girl.
We were all struggling quite a bit. A lot of musicians had to give up their dream and go and get a 9-to-5, or just to sustain themselves and their families. And I think because of how everyone was struggling, and because I got to witness that, I realized just how big of a blessing it is to actually be doing what you love full time. A lot of us have dreams and passions, but we are not able to fulfill them. Maybe because of ourselves, because we're blocking our own blessings, we don't believe in ourselves, or just life happens. And I realized just how big of a blessing it is for me to be able to, do what I love every single day and impact, people, which is my main goal, is to motivate and inspire. So yeah, I think that also helped through that mental struggle that I had, because I was experiencing a lot of burnout. I mean, I've been going since the competition straight into releasing my first album when I was 17. Crazy. I can't even wrap my head around it. Went on to work on music, then started traveling, and I needed that break. I really needed it, because I actually realized that I don't know who I am. In that moment, I was like, you don't know who you are, you don't know who you want to be. And this is your time to now discover that. Because it's never too late to discover yourself.
100%.
We're always evolving and changing, and you need to not only keep up with the times, but keep up with every season that you are in and who God needs you to be in that season. So that was my break that I needed, just a refresher to discover who I am, who I want to be, what are my goals just as an individual, like who do I see myself being. What kind of industry do I want to break into other than music? You start asking all of those questions because you've got the time now. There's nothing else on your mind really, other than the world going through a whole COVID pandemic.
We're trying to figure out ourselves, okay? We're trying to search within.
So that break did me really, really well. I really needed it. I feel like it was just God saying, you know what? You need this break. You need time to just go on this journey of self-discovery, so that you can come out of it stronger and with a lot more assurance and clarity. And also, I find that when your cup is full, it's a lot easier for you to pour into others and to pour into your passions. And, at your workplaces, it's a lot easier to pour into other people when your cup is full. And my cup was very much empty. So I had to fill it up in that break, which I got to do. And yeah, now I'm in the best space I've ever been creatively. But also, man, life is life. And at the time, I was not only trying to find my place in the industry, but I was also growing into womanhood and discovering myself as a young woman. So, and that also,
and that can be difficult.
Girl.
You don't have to tell me twice. But
That's
that can
a
be
lot.
so difficult when you're in this space again.
Yeah.
You're young. A lot of people think that they can control the narrative because they've watched you grow
Yeah.
up in this space. Some people even feel like they made you because they voted for you, I'm sure you get that sometimes in the shop. I still voted for you. Like, I did
It's
all of
people
this.
asking me to send the airtime back for me.
Can we get a sponsor, MTN, Vodacom Yana? We just need a young sponsor to
I've
send.
got a vocal here. Excuse me, lady. No, I love those type of interactions because it also just reminds me that there are people who are for me. Because I think a lot of us measure success differently, and in the digital era that we are in, it's so easy to lose your way because we are always watching other people's journeys unfold, and sometimes we get distracted. And we don't realize that we've got our own journeys and that God's timing is not our timing, and to completely trust in that. So those interactions keep me grounded, and they just remind me that there is a reason why I was called to do this and not to question it. So yeah.
You have grown so much. It's almost emotional to see, and it's just so amazing for you to be this self-aware at your age, because
Thank
a
you.
lot of people struggle in their
Yeah.
20s, or they struggle when they're younger to figure that out. But you kind of in this journey already. So you say now you are in the best space mentally. What era are you in right now? Because everyone's in the era. Some is in their soft girl era, some is in the
Yeah.
glow up era, some is in the confusion, and that's okay. Like, you're figuring it out.
Yeah.
Where would you say you're at now? What kind of girl are you?
I think I'm in my creative era because I've been loving getting into studio.
Okay.
And I've also been pushing myself, and just, I think as creatives, we sometimes have boundaries for ourselves and limits for ourselves. And I want to break through that. So I'm breaking through it currently, working on new music, and just creating, just enjoying creating. I haven't enjoyed creating for a while, especially during that break. And I fell out of love with my passion for music. I started questioning, why am I here? Why did God bless me with these amazing opportunities? And I now realize that everyone has a calling, everyone has a purpose, and our journeys are completely different. That doesn't make mine any less special than yours or any less significant than yours. And really just to do what you were called to do. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm creating, I am performing, I am pouring into my friends and family, pouring into myself. And it's great because why is smiling?
Because I'm so happy and I'm so proud.
Ew,
I'm
you make
so
me
proud
shy.
of you.
No, I think life is about love, and it's about people, it's about community, and self-awareness is so important also. So I've been prioritizing those things and really just capitalizing on the space that I'm in, because I know there's gonna come a time where I'm gonna be like, I don't want to do this no more.
do this no more.
So I'm really just taking advantage of the space that I'm in right now and just creating. And I find that in this journey, I realized that so many of us praise the creation, but we don't praise the creator.
Can we put that on a t-shirt,
So,
please? Right there.
I actually read that in a book, but I realized it and I saw it almost come to life in my life. And I was like, no, that cannot happen.
What do you mean?
As in, you start getting fixated on what you are doing, where you need to be, always focused on the next single, always focused on the next hit, always focused on what are we going to do now, what are we going to do, it just gets a lot. It really distracts you from your main goal and your main calling and why you were called to be here. So when I realized that, I had to really take a step aside and be like, God, you blessed me with this gift is not mine, you are using me, and I'm going to allow you to use me and place me into the spaces that you need me to be in at that time. So yeah, because I always say, like I said, success, we don't all measure it the same way. And I always say, your calling could be working at a ShopRite, or being a car guard, or I don't know, being a billionaire. Everyone's callings are different, but when we operate within our calling, there's no way that we won't flourish. There's no way that God will not see to us, that He will not meet us at our every need. So even though I've been on this journey creatively, I've also been on this journey spiritually, and just like rediscovering myself and finding my identity. So,
and it's so difficult to get lost, or it's so easy to get lost, in life, in the everyday, in questioning, God, where to next. There's also a very trendy word right now, or a very buzzworthy word called, what is this word called? Imposter syndrome. So the word is called imposter syndrome, where it's almost like you have a gift, and sometimes you go into these spaces and often you feel like you don't belong there because no, surely it's not for me.
I've got a little bit of that. I'm not gonna lie.
And I was going to ask you, have you ever had imposter syndrome? Have you ever been in a space or in certain situations where you felt like, why am I here? This doesn't feel like I should be here. I don't belong. This should be someone else's opportunity. Has that ever crossed your mind?
I think I was in the heart of that when it was in that COVID period. I think that's when it hit me heavy. But I don't want to claim it anymore. So I'm going to say I'm getting out of it. I'm growing out of it. And just really solidifying myself and the space that I'm in and owning it. And not being afraid to take up space either. Like just being myself unapologetically in every way that I can be.
Keep showing up. Now that we are bigger, does it mean we are dating as well? Is that something you look?
Tell me why.
Tell me the tea. I want to know the tea.
Tell me why I posted something on my Instagram.
Is this the McDonald's?
The McDonald's.
Can you tell everybody about the McDonald's thing?
Listen, let me spill something. So I posted a picture in a dressing room. And, I had a little bit of a food baby. Also, we women, we hormonal, we get bloated and stuff. Anyway, I posted this picture, guys. Tell me why people are still saying, congratulations. That's a McBaby. I actually saw someone comment, how can she be pregnant when she didn't even post her mans yet? I was like, period.
Leave me alone. Get out of my ovaries.
No, at one point I laughed at it, but then I was thinking about it. I was like, actually, now that I know what the reaction is going to be, if I had to post that I was pregnant,
that you were pregnant,
or that I had a mens, they'd be happy. They'd be like, yay! Because I also don't share a lot of my life, of my personal life. So, if I had to post something like that, they'll be like, woo! Which is great for me.
Firstly, can we leave this energy in 2023? We're not commenting on women's bodies on social media. If you see a little bump, let women actually tell you first. We should not be doing this at all. But you say that you don't share a lot of your personal life online. Is that intentional? Is that just something you've always wanted to guard? You didn't want to really put your life out there?
I mean, I've always been an introverted person. And I've always been a private person. But I think after the competition, it puts you on such a massive platform, and there's so many eyes on you, there's so many people watching you. Everything that you do gets judged. They're looking at you through a magnifying glass. I think because of that, and just because I mean, there was one stage also where I went through a hectic season of cyberbullying. It was so bad, and that's why I do school tours now, raising awareness about how important mental health is. We speak about, you know, the different ways of bullying, etc. Yeah. So.
And you were how old at this
I was
point?
17, and grown people were coming for me. But I think I drew the line where they started coming for my family and my friends. Like, that's when I was like, there's something, I have to change the narrative here.
Because people think they have access to your life because they know you, because you're a public figure, because you're also Paxton and you're a friend and you're friendly. So people almost assume that that's the into your
We're
life.
besties now.
Yeah, you're besties, okay? Paxton's singing Tachango to me. But so people obviously didn't understand your boundaries, and so I think you also you said you had like security scare at home, and people were...
it was very bad. Some people still come to my house randomly, and look, I don't know, is it just me, or is that overstepping a bit?
That girl, go by. Like, the police should be on speed dial, because why are people coming to your house? And then what does your mom do?
I think they're also still trying to figure out, because I mean, this is very new for them, this space that I'm in. And so I realized that while I'm figuring out, they're also figuring it out. So it gets weird. I mean, it's sad to say, but we kind of got used to it already. We already kind of have like our strategy.
Things in place.
Yeah. We got a dog also. Just
Are you a dog mom now?
No, it's not my dog. It's their dog.
What kind of dog is it? Like a pavement specialty?
I don't know what kind of dog it is. But it's not mine.
So you don't have to do the feeding?
I don't have to take care of the dog. I don't have to do anything like that. Like, no. I mean, I love dogs, but I can't own one. I can barely take care of myself. How am I going to take care of a fur baby? I can't do that. But yeah, like it's gotten really bad. But also, I'm trying to just navigate my way through it. And at the time, I didn't set boundaries. I didn't know what boundaries were. And also, I thought that this was normal. Like, you know, you show love to people and they show love to you, even if it is at that, you know, at the expense of your safety. But now that I know what boundaries are, now that I am able to kind of just control, you know, the narrative around who I am and what I allow and what I don't, I'm really taking ownership of that now. It's so important also as a woman in South Africa. Let's just start there. That's a bold statement.
Period. Done. Just as a woman in South Africa.
Yeah, no, so I definitely had to put measures in place. It was very bad. But also, like, man, I am very friendly. And I'm a lover girl. I love everybody.
She's a lover girl, she said.
I love everybody.
I feel like you want to tell us the tea.
I love everybody.
But tell us the tea there, because we're seeing young lover girl statuses. Is the girl a gone girl?
I love everybody. So don't feel bad.
I like how you're just downplaying it all then.
Just don't feel bad. If you want to come up to me 100%, I'll hug you, I'll cuddle you. We'll shout together.
But don't make it weird.
But just be mindful, I think. But what were you saying again?
I was just asking about the lover girl stuff. Because, you know, you were actually speaking about this. Like, you either a Nora Smithy girl or you're a Monet kind of girl. Where are you? Are you a Nora or Monet?
I'm a Monet.
You're a Monet?
I'm a Monet without the hard launch.
Okay, so what would you do if this was ever to happen, where you're going to post your mans? Are you going to post a sidearm nyana? Are you going to do a hard launch or soft launch?
You know, I always told my friends, the only time anyone will know whether I have a partner is when I post a ring.
Is it?
When I post that, you know, perfectly manicured nails, lotioned hands, with a sparkly diamond.
Mans, you better be listening to this, okay?
That's the only time.
So no ringy, no thingy.
No ringy, no thingy. But also, like, why, man? Like, a lot of my life is already so public. I think the relationships that I treasure the most is what I keep to myself. So,
do you find that difficult though? Because again, we're moving into a space where digital and content creation, and a lot of people feel like being vulnerable or being open and being relatable or even relevant is the way forward, where they share a lot of their personal stuff online. And this is something I struggle with as well. It's like sharing enough about me so people can understand me and my personality, but also trying to keep a little bit because I'm an oversharer. Do
Yeah.
you struggle with that, or is...
I think it's like, it depends on the individual, I think, and also like your level of comfortability. So for me, I am in the space now where I'm open to sharing a lot more. I mean, with the last album that I released, 23, my second baby,
She's
I was
so
actually
cute. I call her she. Like,
I was very transparent and very vulnerable and open about some of the challenges or just the journey that I've been on when it comes to relationships overall. So I'm kind of getting into that now. I'm like showing people, little bits of my personality and there. But I do think that I would probably still keep some things private, just to protect and
Always.
keep that.
and do you
safe.
think that you would be a messy ex? And I'll tell you why I'm saying this is because this is the tea that's happened over the past week. So NEYO and his wife have been married, or his ex-wife were married for a very long time, Crystal
Okay.
Renay, right?
Okay.
And they then got separated. They did the entire press release of just give us time and whatever.
Yeah.
She then went on last week to say that she did an exclusive sit down with People magazine to talk about life post divorce. Does this man not go on to Instagram and comment congratulations on that? Now, it could be shady, it could be like a congratulations, or it could be like genuinely congratulations. Do you think you'd ever get to that? Have you ever had a messy ex, and have you ever been the messy ex that will just leave her young? Okay, side eye.
I honestly, if I have to, I actually never thought about this. I've never had any messy exes.
Good.
I mean, I've been cheated on. Is that messy?
What?
Is that messy?
Did someone cheat on you? How did
Yeah.
someone cheat on you?
No, I was in grade 10. That doesn't count.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Yeah. But yeah, but also my heart was broken. I was crying. I did some weird things in my life.
You
Like,
cried over man. That is the most
crying.
weirdest thing you can ever do. You
Yeah.
don't cry no man. You Paxton.
My heart is so broken. But like I said, I'm a lover girl. So like when I love deeply. And I'm investing so much into you, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And for you to just throw it away.
I go cheat. Boy, bye. Boy, bye.
But yeah, I don't think I've had any messy exes. I was blessed with the best,
And you're not a messy girl. You're not a girl like...
I'm not. But I think my friends will see a different side to me. That's my safe space right there, my girlies.
I love that. I absolutely love that, because I was just seeing that you guys did like a little reunion recently on your socials, and you did a bit of a catch up. That is so important, to have your tribe, to have the group of women and friends that has been with you through every season and stuck it out, because they understand that this is where you need to be, even in your isolation period where you needed to just detach from everything, and now coming back into creating again, you need a solid group of friends. Do you think you have that?
100%. But I'm also the type, when I find my people, no new friends. We'll keep it at that. It's so hard for me personally to connect with a lot of people. I don't connect with a lot of people. But when I do connect with someone, my heart is with you. Like you own my whole heart. So,
Aww.
like you.
Oh, I know. We have such a special, and this is why I brought you onto the podcast, because I wanted this to be this. Exactly this. There's never air flare with us. It's always just realness. It's genuine check-in. And so this was me also just checking in, like, how are you? Are you good? I know you've been in studio. You've been creating some amazing music. Congratulations for everything. Some amazing collaboration that you've also been doing. But just to again check in with you and make sure that you are good, because like you said, you need to be full, because you have so many people out there that is inspired by your journey, and you often have to give. And if you are not full, if you're not filled up, you
and
don't
if it's
have
not
to
being
give.
reciprocated,
We
need to be connected to like-minded people. It's so important. Like the company you keep is so important. It can also make or break you. But also, it's not only important to check in, but also celebrate the people in your life. Why are we waiting till they die to give them flowers? A simple message can mean so much. You never know what someone's going through. People only show you the sides to them that they want you to see.
When are you writing a book? Also, why is Lunga Singama Kamstag playing touch and go there in the back? He just sees. Luca has this energy. He just sees Paxton's now sitting down with me, and then he's playing touch and go in the background. It's all good. We let him have his flowers.
Attention.
No, he's actually giving you flowers right now. And you said... You were saying that it's sometimes so difficult for you to receive flowers, because you are always on the other side giving flowers, celebrating other people. But when it comes time for you to celebrate it and take it all in. You struggle with that.
I do, but that's why it's so important to have a good friend group that celebrates you regardless. And yeah, I've been really blessed to just have a good support structure, like people that I know are genuinely there for me, and people that I know would want to see me win. I mean, a win for one of us is a win for all of us, really. But yeah, checking in and celebrating, that's the mood for the year.
I was just thinking about this now. I don't know why I didn't click early on. Tyler's someone I'm sure that you're also so inspired by her journey, also being so young in the industry. You obviously have 8 years of experience, and you've learned... 8
is stretching a day.
Okay, 7. No. 7. But you have 7 years of experience, and you've learned so much. Like I mentioned, you've grown so much. For people that's up and coming in the industry, for people like Tyler, I mean, not sure if she's going to be watching or listening right now. We hope so one day. But if there's any advice, and if you could go back to your 16-year-old self and give her any word of advice, what would that be?
Wow. It varies depending on my mood, because I feel like I have so much to say, which is a good and bad thing. But I always go by this quote that I actually saw while I was in Germany, when I was still singing in the Cape Town choir. I was 14 at the time. And I came across this thrift shop, and I saw a top, and it said, "Future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." And it stuck with me. I took it because it looked nice. But then as I got older and I started reading the stuff, I was like, wait, that's hitting different. And I realized that all of us can be dreamers, but it's up to you to make your dream become a reality. It's also never too late to start. So just start.
Just start. Listen, Paxton said just start. We only have a few more minutes with you, because I know you are a booked and busy girl. She's not in studio. She's out performing everywhere, corporate galley. She's just doing the things. But we have some hot fire questions for you. Can you see I even have a cue card? Like, I feel like I'm big.
It's a cute cue card.
It's a cute cue card, right? It's giving host era, professional. Like, I'm in my big girl era.
It's giving I'm going to host the Oscars.
Put it out there. Are we manifesting that?
Oh, 100%.
What are you manifesting?
I wouldn't necessarily say manifesting, but what I am putting life into is new music, 100%. More traveling, and I really want to open my own music school. That's like a biggie for me.
You're gonna come back when it happens, okay?
I'm trusting God for that.
Trust him, and you have to come back when it happens. And I'm telling you, when it happens, you're going to come back here, and we're going to speak about your school that you've opened. And I'm going to be
I'm going to be your +1 to the Oscars and the Grammys.
Yes, and course. I'm going to be your MC when you open up the school, okay?
And I'm going to perform at the Oscars.
Done.
And we'll take pictures.
Yeah,
cute. Like cute color
girlies. Hello, hi. Bishop Lavis and Steenberg in the house.
And we'll do the glam bot. Actually, I'm scared. I might not ace it. No, I'm scared.
Why? Christy Sarah did it amazingly.
Yeah.
So you can do the glam bot.
Nah, I think you'd kill it.
We'll practice.
Your face card is always 110%. It's always on. No load shedding when it comes to your face card. So
I'm taking that and I'm putting that on a t-shirt. No load shedding when it comes to your face card. Got you. Are you ready for your questions, ma'am?
I'm scared.
Rapid fire questions. Whatever comes to the top of your mind, blurt it out. It's a T.
Okay.
No judgment zone. Whatever happens here stays on YouTube. Okay.
Okay.
Are you a morning person or an evening person?
Evening.
Ideal first date.
I don't have an ideal first date, but I think what makes a date a great date is being intentional, and also you need to be aware of what this person that you're taking on a date likes and what they don't like, and also what they're allergic to.
You're not allergic to sushi, right?
Never.
No, so
I'm not allergic to anything. Sushi, never.
I know, because you're like a sushi girl.
That's why I'm so scared for when I get pregnant one day. I won't be able to have sushi.
You can have fried
I'm
sushi.
going to have a breakdown. I hate fried sushi. So no sushi at all.
No sushi.
I might just...
Don't post it online, because moms will
please.
come for you. Mom will be like, you are not allowed to have sushi. No. What is one of your biggest pet peeves?
Ooh. When someone's disrespectful. Because I feel like respect is a two-way street. And I've met people who are great. They have great personalities, but no respect. That puts me off. Like, I just can't.
So you're all about RESPECT. Ooh, this is a nice one. Dream collaboration, locally and internationally.
Dream collaboration locally. I'll have to think about that because I am in a new space right now. So I actually don't know locally. But internationally, there's this one artist you need to go check out.
Okay.
YKB.
YKB? Is it?
He African.
Okay. he got some soul to him.
He's African. I'm not sure. I think he's North African. I think so. But he's great. And then obviously Black Coffee. I've been saying for years now.
Well, he's local, so that could be your local person.
Oh, and Zakes Pantwini. Okay, that's also local. So, well, local and international. So I'd say, okay, that's my local person. And then, wow, who else? There's so many.
Do you know my vision? And I've been telling Robin Peters when he does another production, I see you and I have this vision of you, Andrea Fontaine, Talitha Botha, and Elvira Standelli just doing like a
power ballad.
Just like a power ballad of like, even a Corin Court Care on the side. Yeah. Okay.
A power ballad. No, vocally they
are
amazing.
I hear it.
Amazing.
I'm manifesting that, okay? When are you most inspired?
I don't know. When am I most inspired? I need to think. Oh, when I'm in the studio. Okay. That's a good answer, no?
That's a good answer.
Diplomatic.
It's a very safe answer. What song can you listen to on repeat?
Right now.
Current song, could be one of your songs as well.
Without You by Cecily.
By who?
Secily.
Sing it.
Where would I be without you? You tricked me.
No, I didn't. But
you
go
did.
On. I don't know the song.
No, I'm done.
No, I don't know the song. I'm going to Shazam it.
I have to go listen to it.
So what is the song? Sing it, please.
No, man, I'm not ready. I'm not
prepared. Girl. She gave us a little tea there. And the vocals are saying hello. What's one thing people don't know about you?
Well, that I'm not pregnant for starters. That I'm left-handed.
Are you left-handed?
Yeah.
Interesting. Creative people are.
And I don't like pumpkin.
You don't like pumpkin? No pumpkin fritters? No. Nothing?
No.
Okay, got you. I'm maybe inviting you for like a 7 Sunday.
I can do squash.
Okay, but just no pumpkin. Just no pumpkin. What is it about, like the texture?
I don't know. And they always say it depends on the person that makes it, but every person that makes it makes me mad.
Don't you just hate when people say that? Oh my word, you must try this person. No, I still don't like it. If that auntie make it all this.
I just can't stomach it.
That's interesting.
I feel like colored people are going to come for me.
No, they won't. They respect you because they know everyone has their different tastes and they have different things. Okay.
At least I like braai, guys.
Yeah, braai.
And pochi.
Do you eat type and trotter?
What's that?
Apple.
Girl, do you eat it? No. I need to know. I need to know right now before we continue this relationship.
I don't eat it.
Okay, great.
So that's my pumpkin. Like, if anyone's going to come for me, I was like, I can't stand it. And they're like, oh my word, my uncle makes it. I don't care if your dad makes it.
Oh no.
It's the texture. It's the
smell.
It's the smell.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're good. We're good with the apple, no? We're not?
No. So I can come to a bride.
Yeah, you can come to a bride. Okay. What's the first thing you notice about someone when they walk in?
The energy, like how they make me feel.
Okay.
Like what they put into the space. That's what I notice first. Before I look at your face, I need to feel, what are you giving me? And are you someone that I want to exchange energy with?
Got you. That is deep.
Sorry.
Oh my word. No, I love it. I love it. Name something that you cannot do.
There's so much things I cannot do.
You're lying.
They are. There's so many things. I don't want to expose myself also. Okay, let me think of something that's a safe option. What can't you do? Maybe that'll lead me into my own.
I can't cook. I can clean. I'm not in my Cardi era because I'm just not a domesticated person, you know?
Yeah.
Like there are people that are genuinely like, and I can do it.
Like an order.
Yeah, people that are so obsessed and they love
people that make water from scratch.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can put together something. You're not gonna like it. I'm gonna like it, but that's about me and God, you know?
Yeah.
So now
it's your journey. Some of us are just meant to live soft lives. You're a soft babe.
Thank
Forever in your soft baby era.
Girl, I love you.
However, you do need to start driving.
Yo!
You do. You do.
But I feel
I
like
also
we
want to be a
had this
passenger princess.
we had this conversation. I'm actually in the process of getting my learners at the moment.
Woo!
That's the tea.
Interclaps.
So when one day in this year, before this year's over, we're gonna do a new podcast, the tea in my car. Okay?
Oh, I have one thing I can't do.
Oh, what can't you do?
I can't sing in the shower. And a lot of people would expect for singers to sing in the shower. I need absolute silence. I can't. And I don't do karaoke either.
Why?
Is it because I sing for a living? I don't know.
Probably. So
But
you just don't like karaoke, so you just don't do them.
No.
Just not your vibe.
Yeah. Yes to everything you said. I can't.
I'd actually take you as my power move to a
What?
karaoke. Because I'll be like, so none of us can sing.
No
I love doing that. I'm like, none of us can sing. Boom, we have Paxton here. And
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So am I more of an asset to you then?
you're not more an asset. I will definitely use your calling to our advantage.
Oh, of course. Operating in my gift.
So no karaoke, no singing in the shower as well.
No.
Listen, you are amazing. Is there any tea that you want to spill before we say goodbye to you?
I do want to say that I am so immensely proud of you.
Aww.
Thank you for always representing for the colored girlies.
Love you.
And thank you for always stretching yourself, because you are low-key planting seeds for other people, especially other young people. And let's all just celebrate Jamie in this moment. I'm so proud of you. I love you and I honor you, and I can't wait to see what this year brings for you.
Oh wow, that was
That's
not
the
supposed
tea
to
right
make
there.
me emotional, but thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate having people like you in my corner that I can call up and say, hang with me for an hour. I just want to check in with you. And so you are like my baby sister in this industry, even though you are big and you're grown.
Even though we're the same age, basically.
I mean, I love that for me. I wish I was still in my 20s. But call me anytime if you ever need some advice, if you ever just need to scream, cry. I know you have your tribe of women, but I'm that person that I'm always going to celebrate you. Sometimes not as loud as I would like to, but know that I always got you and I love you, and I'm excited to see what this year is going to bring for you. Continue growing, continue being you, continue being present in the season that you're in, and I just know that this is not the end, this is only the start of your journey, and so I'm excited to see that. And stuur groete daar by die huis, man. I feel like that's such a thing that you have to say. Okay, I think, say hello for your mother and pa almal by die huis, ne?
Yeah, someone actually posted a TikTok where they were like, we all say things twice, like Nancy.
Nancy. Say goodbye. That was the Tea episode 7 with Paxton. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us for more Tea with Jamie Lee exclusive to Heart FM, and also you can find a little snippet on Drive 3 to 6 with Sugar. Ciao.